battle of the late breakers, and Elite Risk gets it.
Not a late break, Money Warrior's not going to give us up without a good fight.
Oh dear me. Oh, look at that. Pegdoniak and Charlie going at it. Go on. Side by side in the last corner, who's going to get the better traction, race on the better line? It's going to be a drag race to the finishing line.
Hello and good evening everybody, welcome back to another week of 7th Gear Racing. This week we hit the streets of Singapore for round 9. I am joined in the comms box tonight with Mr. Aros. How are you this evening?
I'm good, looking forward to a nice race. There's good overtaking opportunities here. It's a longer race and there's always some interesting strategy options, so looking forward to it.
Yeah, we have 31 laps ahead of us tonight, I think anyway, for this tier 1 race. 23 corners, 3 DRS zones on this grueling circuit. Firm's here, 2-time winner here. First time we've been at this track was season 8, a few seasons ago. Overtaking opportunities are limited, as just mentioned, but there are a couple of action zones tonight. Obviously turn 1 with the help of DRS, and also turns 7 and 8, where myself and Rhino had a good battle a few seasons ago. But let's get to the action, because qualifying has started, and perfect timing because Fusion Gamer is hot lap in the Alpine, reserving from tier 2 tonight. But who are you fancying for pole position tonight around here?
Well, tonight I'm not really sure. I think there's always the few that are up there all the time, such as Benster, but I think I'm going to go with I think Aurelian tonight. I think he's going to get pole.
Is outside the box one, but he has had some form around here. He likes the street circuits, does Aurelian. We'll see how he does in the Alfa Romeo, but I'm going to back Zach tonight. It's home Grand Prix. He's very quick around here, and he's been in very good form recently. Got his first win, 7GR around Monza a couple of weeks ago. One to watch for me tonight in the AlphaTauri. Not sure what the good time is around here. Probably could be a 35. Low 35 maybe into the 34s with the likes of Ogween and Co, but we shall see. Probably the last time we'll race around here on this circuit layout as well, as we're now headed through the sector 3 where them turns underneath the bridge will be gone.
Gotta watch traction on the last 2 corners here as well. He does 7.7. And Liam puts 38.5, so not the quickest lap from Liam. I think we'll do better than that.
I think he's coming with no practice, so
38.1.
Yeah, and Pro Sweet
there we go.
Gets into the 36. It's a bit more like it. 36.9.
And Aurelian 37.0. So the start to
high 36 is going to be the banker lap then.
Yeah. Ogwin.
Championship leader over Spencer. My camera angle's stuck. There we go. Here comes Zach then. Off Turner first, 36.7 goes through the pole. That's Zach. That's home Grand Prix, and there we go, 36.
Oh wow. Clear.
That is a very good banker. So we're probably looking at a high 35 maybe for pole position, because about 4 or 5 tenths around it is you can gain that quite easily.
Yeah.
One of the longest lap times on the calendar.
And as you say, that Benster, that's a 36.0. It's a
Very good lap.
very quick lap, yeah.
Baby boy goes P8, 37.1 in the Aston Martin. I think Simba, just going to bore Simba for the rest of this lap. Yeah, Benson lost his podium streak last week at Silverstone in the race and in qualifying. He's top 3 every appearance so far in both sessions, before he qualified 5th last week in qualified 5th and then finished 4th in the race, I think.
Yeah.
Here comes Simba. He goes P6. Very good lap from the Mercedes driver there. So that blonde's on the lap. Patrick making his debut tonight, he's still in the pits. David Vince returning to the grid. His first race since season 3. It's very quick last time he was with us. That was a long time ago, the grid's got a lot stronger since then, so we'll see how he gets on tonight.
Mm.
So I think the only person on lap now, or Ace, oh there we go, Crickbit's on lap. He is 5 seconds up on his previous time, which is no surprise, of 44.0. Now a man who's been in fairly decent form.
Yeah. We've got Blonde just behind him as well, so these two are going to cross the line one after another. Blonde only doing his first lap still though. You see some drivers come out now to do their second laps. We commit 37.8 and Blonde does a 36.6. That's a good lap from Blonde as well.
Yeah, it goes P3, filling in for Elite Risk. I think they've already done their first laps, apart from here comes Patrick, he's now coming up the pits for the first time.
And yeah, drivers now starting their out laps for the second time. So Turner, Swedler.
Yes, I believe it's going to be the AlphaTauri of Carly Dagden. He'll be the next one to set a time. Yeah, Benson 4 tenths clear on Zach in the first run. Quite a gap, but as I said, around Singapore that's easily gained with how long the lap time is.
Yeah. Plenty of time to lose though as well. You've got to keep it nice. Lots of places to lose the back of the car, and obviously with it being street circuit, you don't want to push too hard and end up in a wall. So,
Yeah. Here we go. Carly Dag making his second start in 7 years. Let's see his first taste of a proper qualifying session he made. His last appearance was in round 7, which was a sprint race. It was a one-shot quali, so this will be a true test of his pace tonight.
some cars ahead of him. Hopefully they move out of the way.
Bit of a traffic jam.
Pretty nicely. See, possibly could have gone a bit tighter there. Make sure you get the braking right here and the round lovely. Again, he's not being as tight to the corners as he could be, but again, he's got improvement to make on that 38. Just want to try and get inside that top 10. Comes up to the hairpin now. Around nicely, get on the power early, but watch the grip. The DRS down the straight to finish sector 2. Get to the braking zone, nice and tight, use all the track on the exit, he does. Don't want to go wide here. This is another place where track limits can be quite tricky if you go too close to the inside. Doesn't get on the curb, but you make sure he stays out that wall, under the bridge now. Go through nicely. Keeping great control of his car. It's deep there by the looks of it. He'll come out. Getting ready to go around the final corner. What he does. And across the line. 37.7. So a 4.5 tenth improvement from that.
Yeah, not a bad lap from the Turkish man. Who's this Aston Martin? Is it Baby Boy? Well, he's the only Aston Martin. He's just starting a lap. Is that Pro Swedler? Where is he?
Yep, Swedler. We ran that final corner now.
Oh,
Up to
P3.
P3. Another 4.5 tenth improvement. There's
Yeah, very decent
Ferrari of
qualifying.
Patrick. This himself in P11 with a 37.1.
Spencer just starting another lap. So is Firmsy and so is Turner. So I think the next one could be
Up to P12.
Istanbul with David N. Let's see what he can do on his return. It's going to be his first valid lap time.
This looks good. Gets it to P12.
Yeah, he's in the mix. In the mix. It's very tight in that midfield there. Just a tenth separating about 5-6 places. Here comes Medal. Got his first podium of the season last week at Silverstone. And he goes P8 with that lap. Again, very close in that midfield now. And Baby Boy was up on his time, but he's decided to abort that one.
Get those fresh tyres on for a final lap. Swedler's invalidated, so won't be setting a time there. Teammate behind also invalidated. So that is the Alpha of Enster by the looks of it. He's down this time.
Yeah, so he's going to finish the lap, so he must be up sector 3. Oh, he's just missed out.
Not quite. Purple sector 3 though, so he's got the pace in him. So I think that is Turner as he goes across the line fastest.
Yeah.
4 milliseconds.
Thousandths, yeah. His teammate just behind Simba, I think he did not improve. Well, he did improve. Or was he starting a lap?
Orniak setting a lap. 40th. Orniak. Aurelian into the pits, which means Frigmit, next driver to cross the line.
He just invalidated.
Oh dear.
Goes right across
Never
that
mind.
curb.
I think that's it then.
Yeah, it is for now. Another little break in play.
Drivers will want to be changing those tyres quickly, get out with one final lap.
Yeah, Turner on pole last week as well.
Ogwin is about to start a lap by the looks of it though.
Yeah, still on board with
Fresh
Ogwin,
tyres on.
championship leader in Williams.
See what he's got in him. Really using all the track in those first few corners.
Very decent sector 1. Here's a tenth and a bit up on his time. We'll need to
Yeah,
find
it's
a
looking
few more
very
tenths
good.
though.
Nice and tight to these corners as well, so a bit deep.
To the blind corner now. We might see a few mishaps during the race. Blind
Navigates
braking
it. Got to the end of sector 2 now, and it goes purple. 7 tenths up nearly.
Certainly going to put him in the mix this lap if he keeps it in a sector 3. Provisional pole on the cards here for Ogween. Very difficult sector 3, very technical. Try to avoid. It's looking good for pole
Comes
position
across,
here.
and he's in the
35
35s. That is more than that. That is brilliant. So
Can anyone
Next.
dethrone Ogween? Everyone on the outlap now. Turner is out of session. He's
Fusion's on a
driving
hot lap. 2 tenths up. Ooh, just loses the back. Oh. See.
Fusion Games going to have a tough night tonight. He's only one of 2 tier 2 drivers on the grid tonight. Himself and Zeno. But yeah, I don't think he's going to improve. He's got some traffic up ahead as well, and everyone's queuing up, so he might get blocked here. Aston Martin gets out of the way nicely. AlphaTauri just done a lap, but I don't think Fusion Game was going to improve anyway.
Yeah, I think he's alright there. So Aurelian is
Aurelian and
the
then Kardak.
first person.
Let's find
See
Aurelian.
what we can do.
Now man, you're back for pole position, currently in 10th place. You've got to find another second at least to get himself in the mix.
And half a tenth in that first sector.
Just doesn't have much luck, Aurelian, in the race.
Just behind him, MK down on his time.
Oh, thank you, Devad. Don't know what that means, but
Ogween
the raiding
retires in the
party.
pits.
That means.
And they bring the viewers over from their stream, I think.
Alright. Well, there we go. Aurelian is 4 tenths up, so it'll get him in the mix for top 5 position.
Yeah, it's purple sector 2, and he can find a bit more in sector 3. He could be looking at top 5.
Yeah, his best qualifying of the season is 5th place round Monza and Qatar. Well, there's a lot of cars behind him yet to settle that.
Final
Bay
corner.
Boy has crashed in sector 3.
Top 4 with a 36.2.
Great lap. What Kai Dag does he get himself up there? He goes P13. Red Bull of Firmsy, 2-time winner and pole sitter here, goes P5.
P5. Patrick.
David goes P9. Haas drivers crossing the line. 7.4 Pro Sweedler. Here goes Blonde in the McLaren.
Blonde looks quick. P2.
Very good lap from Blonde. Always does when he reserves. I'm
Liam.
trying to find. There he is, Liam.
Down on his time, and
Very
he's gone
wide
round.
into the wall. Just trying to improve that.
Dorniak
Time.
next, but he's invalidated.
I think that could be it.
So it'll be Krigman invalidated, which means I think that's going to be it. Yep. Wait for Krigman to get himself into the pits.
Yeah, decent qualifying. Ogween on pole. Blonde P2. his 4th pole of the season. Benson not in the top 3 again for the 2nd week in a row. But yeah, good qualifying for Aurelian. Not quite pole position you predicted, but a very good lap from himself.
Yeah.
Right then, Aros, would you like to do the honours of running down the grid for us?
I would love to. So on pole tonight we have Ogween with a very quick 35.7. Joining on the front row is Blonde with another quick lap, only a 10th behind. Turner is P3, Benster with P4. Aurelian equaling his best performance in qualifying with a P5, followed by Zach. Arthur in medal will have the next row, followed by Swedler and David in a Haas sandwich with Zeno behind him. AMS Patrick in his first qualifying session goes P12. Simba 13th, Baby Boy will take 14th, MK will be 15th, Gorniak down in 16th, Liam 17th, Fusion Gamer from Tier 2, and P18, and Krigmit P19.
Yeah, thank you very much. Should be a decent race. First question, is it going to be rain? Normally does around here.
Doesn't look like there's rain at the start.
So drum roll, no rain. So that means it's going to be for us tomorrow then. In Tier 2. Better give them the ready up time. 1 minute past the hour. Yeah, chat. Anyone watching? Let's have a podium prediction from yourself. And what about you, Aros? What's your podium prediction?
I think Ogween's going to take the top spot. I think Benster will find his way up to 2nd, and Turner will take P3.
Well, there goes an ad break. Well, perfect time for the race, but I don't know if they can still hear us. But when you watch back on YouTube, it'll be there. Yeah, I think I'll go for Bench to win, Blonde and Ogween as the top 3.
Bits thinks Gorniak will win.
Yeah, easy. 16th from the grid. Slice through that
Have to
field.
do a bit of work.
Yeah, I think if Aurelian gets a bit of luck, he could be up there as well. Same as Zach. Don't discount Fernsey from P7. Yeah, just looking through the whole grid is really competitive. Like Simba down on 13th, he's be quite disappointed with that. And Liam as well. I think he got blocked by Crickmit. I'm seeing in the chat on his final run. So
Taking a look at the race director here, it looks like a couple of people are going to start on medium tyres. Patrick and Aurelian. So everyone else starting on hards. Those two are looking like they're going to opt for the mediums.
yeah, I can imagine the undercut being one of the best ones on the game around here, with how long the lap time is.
With a longer race, though, may force a 2-stop.
Yep. Be a bit of a safety car simulator as well. So I hope we don't have too many crashes, because it's going to be like a 2 minute 30 lap with the safety car around. Probably even longer than that. So we could have like a safety car period of like 10 minutes almost.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be a long one. The Singapore race do normally go towards the 2-hour mark.
Blonde now selecting medium tyres to join Patrick and Aurelian. As we reach the start time, so I think some countdown should begin in a minute.
as you can't see it this year on spectator mode. They take away stuff in each year on the spectator. Last year it was who readied up first. You can't see that anymore.
Oh dear.
Now you can't see the countdown. Yeah, hopefully it'll be a good race on our hands. No elite risk on the grid, but Blonde is equally quick, I'd say. So it'll be probably them three battling it out for the lead. But here we go. 5 red lights and away we go. They did not go for that long at all. It's a decent start from the front two. Blonde going for the inside line.
Oh, green.
Hang it around. There's contact.
Contact.
And there's more contact behind as well. Mercedes gone round. That's Turner. There's Green may have turned in as the other McLaren is going sideways. David's dropping down the order. Simba up to 8th already. It's on board with him. Trying to navigate as Spencer and Aurelian, 2 Alfa Romeos. They're all podiums so far. Alfa also had a good start.
Warniak finding his way up to P10 as well. And it MP so finding 6 positions to get to P9.
Yeah, so
the 2 people losing out looks like, yeah.
Big losers,
both losing 16 positions.
Dave as well dropping down, and Zach also had a bad start, but yeah, a rocket start from Kaidag, Gorniak, and Firmsy. Where is he up? But P4 now. Yeah, looking good for the Haas as well. 5 and 6.
Yeah, they look nice and strong.
Have a look at the strategy then. Only Aurelian and Patrick on the mediums, which is well, not unusual, but usually have a bit more medium runners than that. Don't know what the strategy is around here.
Yeah, neither Turner nor Blonde have any visible damage, so I think they're okay. Aston of Baby Boy has missing end plate as Blonde goes around the outside and Baby Boy makes his way into the pits. As Gorniak, 5 seconds speeding in the pit lane. He also has a end plate gone. And Zach pits as well, so damage on lap 1 for those 3 cars.
Scrap here for P6, it's all just in full position. The AlphaTauri of Kaidag getting involved. He's got the run on the Alpine. Alpine tries to go defensive, but Kaidag's got the inside line. Gets the move done.
As the
and the
Ferrari
Ferrari.
Patrick gets himself in there, trying to get round the Alpine. I think he'll just about do it. Yep, he does, and he has gained the position himself. He'll now look to get a run on the AlphaTauri if he can in the slipstream and on those medium tyres. All 3 drivers who pit for wing replacements to opt in for those mediums as well. So they're gonna, if they can stretch them out, we'll definitely have to stop again though. Ooh, Patrick goes a bit deep.
I say Patrick making good use of those medium tyres early on. He just tagged the back of Kaidag in the blind braking zone, but there is this race strategy. Lap 16:23 for those hard tyres coming to go into mediums. So as usual, about half the race, but you might see a few undercuts being played as well. See a top 2, even Aurelian on the medium tyres can't keep up with the front 2 with 2 championship leaders.
Some gaps starting to form then. Swedler just falling out of the DRS of Aurelian as we enter lap 3.
Yep, DRS enabled for the first time. Let's see how close Spencer can get here. Very hard to overtake around Singapore. You need quite a good run.
Firmsy may be looking for a double overtake on the straight as he goes down the inside on Zeno. And he takes that position as he now gets DRS on Swedler. This will be a lovely little couple of moves for him. Ooh, he looks to go inside, covered off from Swedler. Ooh, bit contact. Goes down the inside, will look to take as much as track as he can whilst leaving space, and he gains that position nicely. Some good racing from Arthur and the two Hazes there. As Zeno loses another position to Simba, and Swedler may lose out to Simba 2, and Baby Boy retires in the pit lane.
Simba nearly stuck his nose down the inside there and he nearly got pinched, but luckily he backed out of it.
As Fusion gets past Liam.
There's a nice little scrap in this midfield here. Patrick and
David
Paul
also getting past Liam. I think Liam must have some damage. Looks like he... No, looks alright to me. Rigmic taking Blonde, trying to go around the outside of Liam. Blonde retakes that position. As we look up towards Patrick on the back of Zeno now. Still very close. We'll be looking to try and get him either on the start-finish straight on that first main DRS zone. Zeno has a bit of a twitch at the back end of his car, so won't have the best run. Patrick looking to get past Zeno again, losing a bit of the back end, possibly, as he overtakes his teammate. Swedler looking like he's losing a lot of time there.
He's got a problem, hasn't he? He's going very slow all of a sudden. What's happened there?
Must be some damage to his
Turner also
car. As
retired.
Turner goes to.
Yeah, what's happened to Pro Speed? He doesn't. He was by himself. It doesn't look like he got damage. Just dropped down the order all of a sudden. It's just behind Blonde, trying to recover from. Oh, he dives down the inside and out of session he goes. That's a bit of a poor move. And there's the first VSC.
As a full safety car makes its way out onto the track.
Liam got full wing damage from that as well. So yeah, lucky safety car has come out for him.
This is going to give an opportunity for those who
And Pro Speed has crashed underneath the safety car as well.
yeah,
So he loses 3 drivers in a lap
possibly
there.
a problem with his wheel, maybe.
Yeah, because he just dropped down the order all of a sudden, didn't he? So.
We'll see. Take a look at the positions gained. Well, let's go and see what changes were made. So I think the biggest gain is Simba getting 8 positions up to P5. Zeno getting 5 positions to get himself to P6. Patrick with 5 positions gained to P7. MK 7 positions gained to P8. Fusion, another person who gained 8 positions, got himself into points now. We'll see who picks now then, as Ogwin and Benster all file in. The Alphas looking to double stack. Arthur chooses not to pit, instead decides to prioritise his track position, so he'll be the new leader. Zeno chooses to do the same. Patrick, MK, Fusion and David all stay out. Ogwin will be the first person out of the pit. He'll be on those medium tyres. We'll have to see if Aurelian loses out. I think he has. So let's take a
I think it
look.
was a really. He can go to the end now and then pads, probably.
Yeah.
So it could be a dark horse here, but he'll be stuck behind. There's traffic, and also everyone behind him will be on fresh mediums as well.
So everyone who pit went to mediums other than Aurelian. So the alternate strategy may have worked slightly in his favour with him making use of those mediums at the start and then making sure he didn't waste his hards. But
I'm sure there'll be another safety car. It's,
the double stack lost him a position to Simba.
So look at the standings there, because I did forget to run it through for the grid. So obviously Ogwin extended his lead last week, a win around Silverstone. 26-point lead over Benson now. Benson still got this incredible record of scoring a point every single race so far in his 7GR career, which now stretches to 45. And there's the second, well, the next top 8. And Zach making his 20th start at his home Grand Prix. And And there's a Tier 1 Constructors. Williams leading by 58 points over Alfa Romeo. Also we lead the Constructors as well. So we'll go back to track. Very long safety car periods around here.
Just waiting for Gulniak to catch up to the rest of the pack as well. Has he served those 5 seconds, or?
No, I think he has, yeah. There you go, 2-minute 30-second lap time around with the safety car.
Gosh. So, 4 drivers out right now. Swedler, Blond, Turner, and Baby Boy.
Yeah, Pro-Swed led. Real problems. His button stopped working. Everything is set for the steering. So,
Yeah.
explains his issue there.
Gulniak will catch up now. So, Arthur will be leading the restart. He's got a good gap behind him before the drivers who've pitted get to him. So the ones who didn't pit, obviously, Arthur, Zeno, Patrick, MK, Fusion, and David Vince. So they'll try and keep those medium runners at bay for as long as they can. But I think Ogween, Enster, etc., they'll all have their own raw pace without those medium tyres, and the grip advantage will just allow them to breeze past, I believe.
Yeah, you think so, but there's always a risk when you've got slower cars in front of you on the slower tyre. Everyone's got to be reacting to the earlier brakes, and that's not just those, but the people behind as well.
Safety car will come in.
We have a long wait to the line. As
Oh dear.
yeah, it looks like it just stopped the whole entire. Obviously, the game just cuts Firmsy's throttle
Yeah.
completely, and caught Zeno unaware. Does he have damage, Zeno? Because that'd be a shame if he does.
Take a look.
Doesn't look like it.
Yeah, I think he's just about got away with it.
Just see if
Arthur
he,
will lead the restart.
see if he goes into the pits or not. He's gone already, by the looks of it.
As he's gone.
Very early.
It's worked for him though. Caught people off guard in the slow sector.
Zeno staying out, so no damage it seems, as we're now back underway. And Firmsy already
Cars go through.
second gap to Zeno.
Ogween already trying to get through in positions on that McLaren of David. Really pushing him around those first few corners.
Pence has got a chance up the inside here, but he decided not to. Oh, there we go. It's very close to the back of Ogween there. He's under pressure
now
from
gonna
Mercedes
look to
as well.
Take it. Zeno loses out to Patrick. Ogween. Oh, very late move there from Ogween and David.
Yeah, they both moved late, but now David has the inside line. Now Ben's going to try and take advantage.
And
David's out of the session.
David is
And
out,
no
and that is
safety car.
another safety car.
There it is.
So, surely these front runners will now have to pit.
Yeah, you'd think so. Spencer did get past Ogween in that little scuffle as well. Let's see if the leaders pit.
Yeah, Zeno with that 5 seconds will lose out a lot if he pits as well. He'll lose those positions to Fusion and MK. I think now would probably be the best time, just to minimise the damage.
comes Fernsey, in comes Zeno. Patrick staying out on those mediums, which is a bold choice.
Yep. And so does
Everybody else
MK.
comes in.
So
Kaidag.
Benster will have the net lead of the race by the looks of it. Only 2 cars to get ahead of now.
So Zeno goes to the back of the pack then after that. But at least got rid of that 5 seconds, and now these mediums should get to the end.
Would be close. Could risk a puncture, possibly.
Got we know Aurelian's definitely going to the end. He's up in P6 now. There is a question mark about Benster, Ogween, Simba, and the others who picked onto the mediums on the last safety car. Not sure if they'll go to the end. The chances are there will be another safety car, so let's see what happens.
Yeah, I think safety cars just being caused by impatient moves. Like, safety car will stay out just for one more lap. See if anybody decides to pit now. Any second thoughts from Patrick or MK?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, he's going to be pitting in about 5 laps time anyway, so not too sure what his strategy is.
Yeah,
He actually coming
and
in now.
he does. Okay, we'll stay out. So Benster gonna have a 1 car to get past to take the lead of the race.
Yeah, proper Ferrari strategy, that one. But at least he can go to the end now, and yeah, he still might get a good result. Maybe he decided to stay out because he didn't think those mediums are going to last to the end, but now he can get his hards to the end of the race.
So let's take a look at this order then. So MK will lead Benster with, and he hasn't pitted, so that will play a part in the race. But they are hard tyres. You could probably get those to lap 25 if he wanted to. Ogween will be in 3rd position. Simba 4th. Aurelian in 5th. Medal 6th. Krigman 7th. Zach behind in 8th. Liam 9. Gorniak and Arthur taking up 10 and 11. Fusion, Zeno, and then Patrick.
Kaidag, the big winner so far, up 14 places, but he hasn't pitted. The only driver not to pit on the grid. Gorniak's had 2 stops already. He's in the points. Yeah, it's hard to hard to look past Bench and Ogween for the battle for the win, as it is most weeks. Looks like Simba might get involved as well, and if there's no more safety cars and the medium tyres don't go to the end, Aurelian's in a very good position.
Yeah. So he's got restart now. We'll see how late NK or early he chooses to go. And will Benster be caught out? See, Bermsey went in the slow sector, managed to get a 2.5 nearly on the rest of the grid.
It's quite a fast pace at the minute. It hasn't really let the safety car go that far ahead. There's a long sector 3, so it's now slowing down. Get out the final corner. There we go.
The
He's
car
off.
will come in and he's off. So Benster will be following him closely. Ogwin just a 2/10 behind Benster.
How quickly will Benster navigate this AlphaTauri? You've got to get past fairly quickly. Got Ogwin pushing him right behind as well.
You can see the wings of Benster very prioritising the straight line speed. He should get past nice and easily here.
He's got to burn the battery here. Looks like he is. Slipstream as well. Got the inside line.
Ogwin is going to take a look as well.
Oh,
He
lovely.
just slides up the inside. That is beautiful racing there. So Simba will be the next person looking to overtake.
Just look for a minute. Benster got past at the perfect timing and just going to hold up Ogwin
There
just
you
for
go.
a little bit.
Simba gets the move done.
Kaidag
Oh,
really struggling on these old tyres compared to the fresh mediums. Dropping down to
Yeah.
4th place now, really next in line. Back at the top though, Ogwin's got a nice slipstream, but going for the move just.
Brilliant. Looks to the outside. Doesn't quite get it done. May have a
Always-
look again.
Yeah, think about it. That would have been a brave move.
He's right on him, but he doesn't want to lose too much time to these cars in front. He's got to take advantage of the strategy he's on.
Just got to wait for turn 1 at least. Very risky move if he does it anywhere else at the minute. He goes right behind. Should be nice move for turn 1.
Yeah.
There we go.
Breezes past, but he's had to burn half of his ERS to do this. As Ogwin and Benster will lead this race. Simba just the 7/10 behind, so if he can keep within that DRS, he might be alright.
Yeah, that's a crucial move for Aurelian now.
As Fusion spins, may have been a bit of contact there from Patrick. As Arthur
Gets past.
is past Gorniak. In front of him, Liam looks like he's trying to get past Krignet here as well.
There's a few late breakers there into turn 6, I think it is. And only a few contacts. Quickmit, Liam and Zach.
The
Kaidag.
closest battle.
Could be a chain reaction. He could be breaking a lot earlier. You can see Kylie just about out of shape there, through there. And you can see the chain reaction it caused behind everyone late braking.
Yeah, sounded like a
Pace
lock-up from Zach as well.
There comes
Zuna
Quickmit.
gets past Patrick. Ooh, I think Patrick disconnects, and Arthur slides up the inside of Zach there. Just a nice little well-timed move. Bit of contact. Arthur again looking around the outside, just making his way through these cars. Just 3 laps fresher tyres. As Ogwin and Benster will be the next to cross as DRS is enabled. So we'll see if Ogwin goes for the move in this first little area. Or will he just try and sit behind Benster and get him to burn?
A massive difference on tyres this year. Not the fresh versus the old. You can see Kaidag. 1 lap goes from 1st to 9th.
Benster not even burning, just using those wings to his advantage.
Yeah, this is what we
Arthur
see.
catching Liam, may look for the inside. Ooh, he fakes it. But thinks better. And no, he does now. As he goes up the inside, bit of contact.
Ramsey just straightened up his car there. Didn't need to. Liam does stay ahead. Yeah, weaving on the straight. Yeah, but say we see this every week at Tier 1, just the tactical ERS battle between the titans of the league. Benster, Ogwin, usually Elite Risk and a couple of others. They don't really burn it till they need it at the end.
See, MK just keeps losing positions. The decision not to pit really getting the better of him now.
Yeah, and when he does pit, he's going to be a whole pit stop behind the field, isn't he? So that is probably why the others didn't pit. No, did pit on the mediums, but there is a huge question mark if they get to the end or not.
Arthur on the back of Liam now. Will he look for a move into turn 1 as he goes a bit wide on the exit there?
Williams go
On
defensive.
the outside line. Burns with a bit of switchback there. It's a lovely move.
Yeah, lovely move. Shame the camera angle changed at the perfect opportunity, but yeah, looked a very good, nice move there from Arthur. But now Liam has the DRS, or should do at least.
Ogween still can't get past Benster either.
There you go.
And
Liam's going to breeze
Zach
back
will-
past.
Firmsey's still taking that inside line though.
Oh,
Bit of contact. Firmsey out of shape there. Zach just
who's
waits
that?
behind.
Zeno.
There's a spin. Zeno, yeah.
I think he just outbraked himself and went into the
Yeah.
runoff.
A shame. So allows Patrick to get back through after his disconnect. So I think this gives a good opportunity to really look at how the difference in tyres will work. So 8 laps between MK and he's in a wall, I think. I think he's just made a bit of contact there. So yeah, you can look at that gap just being reduced every corner.
Yeah, Firmsy again and Liam side by side. They've been battling all that. Liam stays ahead again.
Looking. Ooh, and Firmsey's in a wall.
Yeah, I think Liam Tony hawked it on that curb.
Yeah.
Couldn't do anything about that. It's Firmsy.
Uh,
Got no wing at all now.
I have to get that run replaced.
That is the danger of going side by side through corner you really shouldn't be going side by side through. Yeah, it's a bit unlucky because that as soon as you ride that curve and just before the bridge, hang on, Ogween has taken the lead. There we go.
There you go, missed it. But Benster's still close though. Will want to be near him. As Zach and Liam now looking like they're going to swap positions. Zach with the DRS, he goes round the outside this next corner. Liam sees the position. It's a good move from Zach.
Slowly making his way back through. Bit of a gap
Medal
to Quick McNeil.
and Aurelian. I think Aurelian, we should keep an eye on the times here as well, as the medium tyres may start to lose a bit of their advantage. Ogween already
keeping back to
already
Super as
getting
well.
away. So yeah, Ogween clearly with a bit more pace than Benster at the moment. The advantage from the corners doing him better after he's made that move. Benster will want to stay in that DRS, but it's going to be tight.
We might have to burn a little bit just to try and keep up with him, which he is doing.
Doesn't get the DRS on the first
Don't
straight.
think he did, no. He's now burning
I
down
think-
the straight just to try and get into the next one.
Breaks late. So the question is, does he have it?
So pit stop there, Zach coming into the pits.
Aurelian may look for a move on Simba this lap now. Very close. Opens the DRS, burns the battery. Goes around him there to take the inside line into corner. Gets past. It's good move. Alfa Romeo now on 2 and 3.
Yeah, really.
Gorniak
He is.
behind Liam. Patrick behind Gorniak. Patrick looking like he's going to break late. He does. Will he keep that position? He will. That's a good move from Patrick there as well. Simba losing out to Medal as well.
Yeah, Aurelian is prone to the commentator's curse, but he is looking in a really good position here. Potentially for the race win, I'd say, because I don't think his medium is going to last another 15 laps, especially the maximum tyre recommendation on that strategy was 23 laps, and they pitted quite early, didn't they? Like lap 4 or something like that.
Yeah.
As Patrick does get past Liam again in that fry. He's charging through the field now all of a sudden on those fresh hard tyres.
We'll see if Medal wants to try and get past. As Benster, I think he's got himself back in the DRS of Ogwin. So, trying his best to keep up with the Williams. Closest battle looks like Zeno and MK. 14 lap old hard, so he's going to need to hit at some point.
Look how much battery Benson's
And he
burned.
does now. So we'll see what tyres he goes on. Will he try a stint on the softs? See if he can get 2 sets of softs to the end, or will he go for the mediums?
To be fair though, Ogwin's been trying to break the DRS because his battery is quite, well, it's half battery, and usually 9 times out of 10 races you'll see these two have like full battery the whole entire race, and if Benson's on like 10% or where he's on there 20%, you know he's struggling to keep up.
Yeah, as MK does take the medium, Zach also into the pits, putting on a fresh wing, so he must have hit the wall there.
Yeah, it's not gone
Gorniak.
his way tonight, Zach.
Gorniak will be looking to get ahead of Liam, and Medal will be looking to get ahead of Aurelian. But I think at this point, those mediums, it's just best to try and get yourself dragged along. Aurelian's gap not decreasing, so he's not catching the cars ahead.
Look at the steering wheel, Dolphin, that's what I do for the battery. I don't like it being on the screen, it's too big.
I've got the telemetry on.
Yeah, I just think it's too big this year. I don't like having it on. Look at the steering wheel as Liam gets a bit slowly out of there.
Bench still within 5/10 now, but he needs to just recharge that battery if he wants to go for a move. Speaking of batteries, my controllers are low.
He just needs to sort of follow him around now.
Benster with the DRS, he's just going to try and stick within that area to recharge. As Medal may look for a move, he does not. Gorniak will be the next closest to have an overtaking opportunity on Liam as they round the corner onto the DRS straight. Gap 3.5 tenths.
Keiko using all his battery here as well.
Burns looks to the inside, brakes late.
Oh, just a bit too late, is
Bit
it?
of contact.
He made it
He's
though.
got the move done.
Yeah.
Fusion now. Caught up to these two.
Yeah, probably didn't appreciate that too much, but I think it was just about.
Get away with it.
Yeah. Very late braking from K Gorniak, but see if Liam come back. So K Gorniak does have more pace as Firmsy picks up the first track limit warning, and Zach in the pits again. He's had a nightmare at his home Grand Prix. Serving a time penalty as well. It's just
Yeah, not been the best for him.
not sure why he pit again, because he had no wing damage there. Unless the game didn't fix it for him.
As
Back at the
Simba
front.
into the pits.
Oh, there we go. That's a clear indication. Unless there's a wing damage, that these
Doesn't look
tyres
like
are not
it.
going to. Yeah, these tyres definitely not going to the end now. So Aurelian is
He does
potentially
put those
the
mediums
net
on, so it's, yeah, 2 mediums
race leader.
is the stop. Gorniak may not make it to the end, but he could look for a soft stint after about lap 25, I think. So Liam, now on the back of Fusion, will be looking to retake his position after 3 seconds for corner cutting.
I think going to see a retirement here from Firmsy.
Yeah, speeding in the pit lane,
There we are.
he's gone.
You have to get binoculars out, Dolphin. Oh, look.
So,
We're in 7.6. I know what time. Oh, who's that ghosting through? Is that Zach? Lap down. There's Zach.
So Medal on the back of Aurelian here. He'll try and just get as close as he can, look for a move on the next straight. Aurelian losing about 7 or 8 tenths a lap by the looks of it to the two in front.
Oh, he just tagged the wall as well. He might have got damage from that. Only minor because there's no visual.
Doesn't look
And in
like
comes
it to me.
Spencer. Spencer go for the undercut.
Here we go. So Ogwin will have a decision to make whether he burns. I think he will. He does.
Looks like it's going to be clean air for Benson as well. It's going to come up behind
And fresh
Patrick.
mediums are his choice. So Medal will look for a move on Aurelian here, possibly. Doesn't.
Let's have a look.
Does burn.
Spencer's
Yeah,
come up
chooses not
pits
to.
and he's 20. Wait for the door. Yeah, 27-second pit stop basically. Maybe 28 because I think he was about a second ahead. So 28 seconds
thing-
is the gap here.
One thing
Or
to
pit
note is
stop.
that Aurelian's battery is 10%, so he's struggling to keep with Medal by the looks of it and keep him out of the DRS, as Zeno is overtaken by Simba. Fresh mediums looking like they've got a good amount of pace there. So we'll see how fast Benster catches Patrick. He's doing about a tenth every corner.
Yeah, Benson's already nearly caught a second on Ogwin already. So
This undercut, it's really working. So Ogwin must go into the pits here now.
yeah, he has to, otherwise he's going to lose all that time. Let's see who he does. No,
And he
he's
doesn't.
continuing. So he's going to. Well, he's got a gamble now going to the end, but I don't think it'll
Yep.
work.
He could gamble for a safety car and put some softs on.
Yeah, or that.
Zach sets the fastest lap.
But Benson's already caught 2 seconds on him. And
Yeah.
that's rapidly going down that time, that delta.
And Ogwin still burning the ERS. He's not going to know that Benster's there until Benster overtakes Patrick. So one of those situations as Simba overtakes Gorniak, get P7. But yeah, it's one of those situations, and Gorniak pits, gets those old hards off, puts some fresh mediums on. But yeah, one of those situations, as I was saying, where Ogwin's not going to know how much time he's lost to Benster until it's too late. It's that
Yeah,
undercut is very good. Fusion also into the pits.
I think with Ogwin's experience, so he knows, he should know how much time he's going to lose. He's gambling on something. He's either going for the softs or he's just hoping for a safety car. I don't know why he would risk it. Let's check the gap again. Yeah, so it was 27 seconds when Benson came out of the pits. Now it's 23. So he's got a huge undercut. Even if he does go onto the softs.
Less than 23, isn't it?
Yeah, that's 23 now.
Looks about 20.
22.8.
21,
leader.
okay.
Benson is coming up to a bit of
He's just-
traffic now. 2 Ferraris in the way. Side by side for some reason. And that is not what Benson wanted to see.
As he just goes
Ferrari
around Patrick nicely.
blockade.
Just
And
gonna
Ogwin does
use
come
the
in the pits.
advantage. There we go. Fresh mediums for Ogwin.
Benson losing time. But he should
But still
comfortably
rounds
be in
the
the lead.
final corner.
There goes Benson past Crickmit and past Ogwin by a long way, and now Ogwin has got to get past these 2 Ferraris.
Ogwin, yeah. Gonna have a bit of work to do, but he's running quite a high downforce setup, so Sector 2, Sector 3 are where he's got the advantage over Benster and where he's getting that gap to close down.
Yep, so Aurelian takes the lead then, and it is a proper lead as well. He's going to the end of these tyres, I'd imagine. And Mill just behind, he's doing well. He's just happy to be tagged along here. So 16 lap old mediums, so he'll be pitting soon. If he gets
Ogween
dragged
will,
along, he can potentially go for the softs as well.
Ogween will try and get past these two Ferraris as quickly as possible, as Krigmit looks to be holding him up. And he goes down the inside at the hairpin.
Yeah,
I
nothing.
think that's allowed
Nothing
Patrick to
Krigmit can
get
do.
out of the DRS. He should be closed down very quickly. Ogween, yeah, one corner. Cool. It's a good 5/10 in that one corner from Patrick.
Yeah, the grip was unreal.
He goes round the corner.
And in comes Medal now as well. So leaves Aurelian out by himself in an Alfa Romeo 1-2 currently, and here comes Ogween. Got the DRS, just going to breeze past that Ferrari.
And
Using that
that's
extra grip.
another thing we haven't considered. Aurelian could be out and hold up Ogween for a amount of time.
Yeah.
Again, to give Benster that advantage.
5.7 second gap to the leader. I don't think Aurelian's going to fight Benster. That's
Wouldn't make sense
guarantee.
to damage his own race. So, Krigmit into the pits with the fresh mediums. And he'll come out in the mix with Gorniak and Liam, right between them.
And then will come up P6 as well. 12 seconds behind Simba. Simba does have penalties possible for a top 5 finish for medal. It's going to be a bit of a lonely race from to the end now, but he'll be pleased with that as Krigmit and Kay Gorniak side by side, just about in the limits. And a nice defense
Ogween, I
there
believe,
from
catching
Kay
Benster
Gorniak.
quicker than Benster catching Aurelian.
Yeah, let's check in.
Ogween looks to be doing about a 10.5 in nearly every corner. Very quick in those last two sectors.
Yeah,
Benster on
obviously
the
Ogween will
straight
have,
areas.
a couple of laps fresher tyres, so we'll see what happens. I think Benster just got to try and recharge that battery and prepare for the Ogween attack, because Ogween is burning a bit of battery here. Catch up. Let's go back to
back.
Krigmit battle.
Oh.
He's on the
2 lap
charge
pressure. 2 lap pressure those tyres. He's going to look to get past Gorniak, who has also now entered the DRS of Liam. This little battle for P8 by the looks of it will become another interesting thing to watch. It could become a battle for P7 with the Liam having fresher tyres than MK. Yeah, you can see that gap.
Just going to quickly go to the top because Benster has caught the leader already, and let's see how quickly Aurelian gets out of the way. Don't want to hold up his teammate too much. It hasn't.
I think he's going to just do it now. Yeah. Stays on the right hand side. Lets him through. And now Aurelian will look to hold up Ogween.
Yeah, he's got to do something. So Ogween sets
Aurelian has
another
allowed
purple
his
sector.
battery to recharge. Yeah, both Ogween and Aurelian having about the same battery at that 37 to 40% mark. So Aurelian's going to look to just keep Ogween behind for as long as possible, but that could be hard.
But I think it's going to be barely a corner, I think, because Ogween's already. Here he comes. Really is going to be burning that battery. He's going to try. And yeah, you just got no answer. Ogween on them tyres. Yeah. He did try, but
pure pace. Can't beat it.
Aurelian's done his job. To the best of his ability there. He's just no answer on 19 lap old hard. He'll be looking to cement that podium now. He's got a nice gap to Patrick.
So Liam has lost out here. I think, yeah, Liam's missing an end plate, so he's down to P10 and into the pits he goes as Gorniak gets into the DRS of MK in front. MK going quite slowly as well.
score his first points in the 7GR. K Gorniak and Crickmit to hold off.
Gorniak though with no ERS. Crickmit with a very good amount behind him.
Oh, we have an incoming ad break in 50 seconds according to the Twitch. But I can put it on snooze, but then if I put it on snooze it might go right at the end, so we'll leave it to run.
Crickmit, Gorniak and MK looking like the battle to watch on track here. But Ogween, as I say that, has now got into that DRS and he's just demolishing that gap, doing nearly a tenth of corner on Benster. Just the difference those tyres are making.
Okay, caught it down the inside and he's got it wrong and he's crashed into the wall and also collected Carl.
Yeah, he misses an end plate now. Ogween gonna look for the move here, I think, or he may just wait one more lap.
Yeah, massive shame. Kaide is good to score some points, but looks like K Gorniak will be getting a penalty for that. K Gorniak damaged as well.
As Ogween just stays behind Benster for this move. Meanwhile, Simba may look for a move on Patrick. He does. Looks to a bit squeezed onto the wall there. Gonna keep it going.
Tyres. Should have carried on, Kaide. I reckon he could have got a point.
Simba now looking to do it again. Very close with these two, wheel to wheel battle. And Patrick concedes the position. Some good racing. Ogween very close to Benster now. Wheel to wheel action with these two. You can see the sector 3 advantage that Ogween's setup is giving him. I think this is going to be a easy move for Ogween.
Yeah, he managed to recharge a bit of his battery as well. Ogween just got the pace over Benson tonight. Yeah, shame about Kaide. I reckon if he continued, he could have got at least a point there. Because K Gorniak's got a bit of damage. Still time for a safety car. Anything could happen.
Lap 28 is the cut-off for the safety car, I believe. So just here we go. Ogween, look down that inside there. Benster may fight back here, and he does. He takes the inside line. Very close between these two. Benster on the outside. He's got to get the braking right. He does. Looks for a switchback, but I think this move is definitely, and the position is Ogween's. Benster fought for as long as he could. As we say that, Gorniak into the pits to repair this wing by the looks of it. Put on a pair of softs, try and take that fastest lap as well. That's a good move from Ogween. Got past Benster, did everything
just
he could.
doing the work as well.
I think now, to me, it looks like Simba will be doing his best to catch up with a reeling. That penalty will cause him some problems later in the race by the looks of it, but you never know. If he can just push hard enough, he may be able to keep a top 5 position. So I'd get a top 4 position.
Yeah, mid as well, looking fairly decent. Really, tyres will be going off. Oh, I say Simba just lets Metal through it. Not sure why. But
Yeah,
now
he may.
Metal does got some clean air. And he's going to catch a reeling, I think. 7 seconds. A few laps to go, but got to remember, really tyres 21 lap old. It's going to be a good second lap, I'd say.
I've got a feeling Simba had a plan that backfired and wanted to let Metal go so that Metal on the fresh tyres could drag him along a bit. But he's fallen out DRS instantly. As you know, on the back of Fusion will be looking like, as Patrick pits, get those hold hards off. It's Zeno, a bit twitchy at the back end.
Yeah, not sure why he's pit for some softs, because he's looking good there for P6.
Yeah.
And now he's down to P9.
I think he's an interesting strategy call, to say the least.
A couple of those tonight from Patrick.
Yeah.
And there we go, 2 seconds already from we last said. Medal closing in on Aurelian. And Ogwin
Yeah,
is just
this looks
blown Spencer away now. 2.6
Yeah,
seconds.
outrageous. Aurelian is going to be really hoping to keep himself in that podium position. A double podium for Alfa Romeo is exactly what they would want. But Medal looks like he's got the pace, but he's got to make that move as well. And he needs to do about a second a lap just to catch up.
Yeah, he's doing more than that at a minute, so I reckon he'll catch him with a couple of laps to go. It could be 2 podiums in a row for Medal here.
He definitely wants it, so just keep an eye on that. There's no real other battles going on here. Maybe Patrick trying to get that lap on Zeno, but 11 seconds seems a bit unreasonable. Gorniak possibly trying to get Liam to get that final point. I don't think he will. Doesn't look to be gaining a lot of time. Yeah, just Medal now. Gap 2.2.
Go on board with Patrick, see if he can get the fastest lap then. And these fresh soft tyres. Let's see what the fastest lap is first. If I can find it. So this is Zach 38.2, so let's see. Patrick can at least grab an extra point here on his debut. But Medal, look at that, 1.1 second, he's going to be on DRS territory.
It's gonna be a nice move for Medal. Grab that last little podium position, but still you can't discredit Aurelian, a strategy that's done him quite well here.
Yeah, Medal out of DRS
5/10.
though, so he's got to get the move done with only DRS. Already tyres are shot for Aurelian, he's going to go defensive and do all he can to hold on to this podium. The Medal is going to play it smart. Knows he's got plenty of time to make this move.
Yeah,
Just got to drain Aurelian's battery. There we go. And when it's flashing,
he's done exactly
that is
that.
the green light.
Look for the inside, a bit of contact. Aurelian gonna try and take the outside line. Looking again, will he catch out the Alpine? No, he doesn't. That's a good move from Medal. He takes that final podium position.
Yep, nice try on defence Aurelian, but
Gorniak
nevertheless,
has now caught Liam. They look for the move on this start-finish straight.
and no fastest lap for Patrick. So Zach keeping that fastest lap to himself. No points for him though.
So it's Gorniak rounds this next corner onto the straight. He will not have an ERS advantage over Liam, but he will have that tyre advantage and DRS. He pulls to the outside. Maybe just forced off track slightly there. The inside line. And he does get that move done.
They almost come to a complete halt there on the exit there.
Yeah.
There's a Battlefield point though,
Nice
so
racing.
see if Liam can get that one back.
Both of them are on it.
Liam's finished in the points every race so far that he started this season.
He does have the ERS advantage over Gorniak, so
But I say, Kay
Ogwin will round
Gorniak
the
has
corner.
got a penalty come as well, so obviously Liam doesn't know that, but
Ogwin with that gap at 5 seconds now. He's done so well. What a brilliant race from him, from pole position.
it's been a comfortable drive in the end. It's going to be 3 wins in a row for Ogwin. He still got another lap to do yet, but looking good for the hat trick. And I'm going to extend that lead over Benster.
And he starts the final lap of the race now. AMS Patrick on the back of Zeno, looking for that P8 position. I think Zeno might have a bit of damage.
Yeah, he's all of a sudden caught up, didn't he? About 11 seconds.
He might look for a move here. He will. Go down the inside. Zeno looking for a switchback. I think he might have it. He's got the advantage. He does. Bit of contact there from these two. Patrick may come out on top though. The grip of those soft tyres will just allow him to get through. He does.
Yep, decent racing between those two.
Zeno just a drop of a pace all of a sudden.
Yeah, not sure.
But I think that is it for on-track battles, unless Zeno wants to fight back along this straight. He doesn't have the DRS anymore, so I think it's comfortably Patrick's position. But as Ogwin is in last few corners, he's had a brilliant race, hasn't he?
Yeah, well driven. Even when he had the cars that he would take, he overtook them well. Some really nice moves. And on the final corner, it's going to be 3 wins in a row for Ogwin, extending his lead over Benster, who had another good race. But ultimately, Ogwin was just too good on the day. And medal, a couple of corners away, looking for, got his first podium last week. And there we go. 2 in a row. Result for Alpine and Aurelian, who is going to be, I'd say, my driver of the day.
Yeah, I think I'd have to agree with you there. Good
27
strategy.
upholds on there.
Curious of what that tyre wear is. Symbol will
Yeah.
keep P5.
Definitely learned a lot tonight about when we go to the same track tomorrow with Tier 2.
Yep.
Patrick does score points on his debut. P8 for him, and Zeno picks up a couple of points for Haas. And Kay Gorniak been involved in some good battles today, but he made that mistake, which took out Carly Dag. So could be getting a penalty for that. But if looks like Liam finished a bit too far behind anyway, so maybe the penalty won't affect Kay Gorniak's position.
So, game gives Fusion driver of the day. I think I will agree with you that Aurelian equaling his best qualifying and using the strategy to his advantage, especially with those safety cars. Yeah. Your race winner, Ogwin.
Yeah, don't know where the music or the sound's gone, but oh, there it is. And there we go. Do you want to do the honours? I'll run down the final race results for us.
Yep. So your race winner tonight is NRX Ogwin with a brilliant strategy in taking the win from pole position. Benster takes P2. Medal with P3 after starting P8 on the grid. Aurelian with a lovely strategy to finish P4. Simba with a great race from P13, but just behind him is Krigmet after starting P19, gets up to P6. Fusion from P18 to P7, it's a great race from him too. Patrick taking points as P8. Zeno takes the P9, the last points position of K. Gorniak. Liam takes P11, and Zach, the final runner, to take P12. The rest, MK, Arthur, David, Pro Swedler, Blonde, Turner, and Baby Boy, all DNF.
Thank you very much. Yeah, decent race. Start off the week. Ogween extending that lead. But we'll be back tomorrow for some Tier 2 action. Fitzy leads the championship over that one. That one should be another good race. And then join us on Thursday as well. Same track again as always. Same time, 8:30 PM. And we shall see you then. Good night.
It's the battle of the late breakers, and Elite Risk gets it.
Not a late break. Money Warriors not going to give us up without a good fight.
Oh dear me. Oh, and look at that. Hey, Gorniak and Charlie going at it. Number one. Front by side to the last corner, who's going to get the better traction, race on the better line. It's going to be a drag race to the finishing line. Battle of the late breakers, and Elite Risk gets it.
Not a late break. Money Warriors not going to give us up without a good fight.
Oh dear me. Oh, and look at that. Hey, Gorniak and Charlie going at it. Number one.